Hi, everybody. Hey, welcome to the Salon Holiday Marketing Workshop. So we're going to go ahead and go live. I know people are going to start popping in as we kind of progress through this particular session here. And I'm live in our group page today, so the SOS, so you guys will have a chance to be able to watch it and view it at your leisure here. But join in. I'll keep an eye on my phone as we kind of progress through the evening here. But I'm going to go ahead and get started because, listen, 7 o'clock is late. It's not my favorite time to do different times to be able to capture this. So last week we did this workshop. It was called a sprint. So we did the workshop on Monday, but this week it's just before it's all said and done today. If you'd like holiday promotions and any marketing, or this month or next month to be able to talk about 2022. Okay. So because maybe not. So I'm gonna go through an overview here with you guys so that we can talk about this. But listen, it's about mindset. The success that we need to do today because of everything that's happened over the last couple of years. Yes, it's a big part of it is strategy, but a lot of it is mindset. And, these are the things that we talk about. It's like she understands what her role is. I have to deliver certain things to her in order for me to have a certain amount of action, activity, and response and engagement with things that we're doing. But sometimes when we just get on the phone, it's mindset conversations that we're having. It's not planning and strategy type of thing. But for this workshop, I want to make sure that it's about planning and strategy. So I'm going to introduce you guys to the SOMME strategy and the strategy plan that you have as your workbook. And you can download the workbook. And Megan's going to put in the chat here the workbook link. And Megan, will you go on to the Facebook page as well and do the link for the workbook so people can have access to that? That would be awesome. Now it's set up for 90 minutes, you guys, but I want to set it up to where there's homework actually happening here. So we might be able to finish a little bit early tonight. And an introduction to myself. I am Bonnie Bonadeo and I'm the brand connection coach. And, this is my tagline here, you guys. So when I talk about brand connection and I talk about marketing strategies, there's so much that goes further back in depth to it all. So I say that my tagline is connecting you to you so you can confidently connect with others. And the reason why that's my tagline is for this SOMME strategy that I'm going to introduce you to today. Now, I say that I'm a speaker, coach, trainer, podcaster, author, and ultimately, all of those skills that I put into it, whether working with salon owner clients, whether training, whether doing engagements like this, workshops like this in the evening. But you know what? All of this information that I'm sharing with you is because this is what I do as a director of marketing for our salon, Intrigue Salon, which is in Atlanta, Georgia. So it's all vetted. It's all been in practice. I've done my due diligence on these things. I want to be a resource for ideas, a resource for strategies, a resource for opportunities. But sometimes you just have to be able to try these things. And it is a couple things. One is it's SOS Salon Coaching, which is, I think, how you might have been introduced to this program. Success. It kind of goes by both names, because I want people that have small service-based businesses to feel have a marketing agency called Brand Me, where it has plenty of resources. And I'm going to share some of those resources with you tonight that I think are going to be powerful for you to use either for this holiday season, or we can talk about more of them going into next year as well. So, when the holidays comes around, there's one big significant memory that I have from the holidays. I mean, besides the fact that when we were kids, we had this cardboard fireplace in our house because we didn't have a real fireplace. And my mother was like, she had to have a fireplace because she wanted to hang our stockings on the fireplace. And so we had a cardboard fireplace that she put up every year. And honestly, it was like each and every year that thing was like a little bit more beaten up. And it was kind of like, the red brick little fireplace and everything, but that's where we hung our stockings on. But really one of my favorite experiences around the holidays was when the wish book came in the mail. So, back in the day, so for those of you that are younger listening, but certainly for those of you that are my age and you remember this, there was like the Sears, the JCPenney's, or the Montgomery Ward's wish book that showed up in the mail. And it was this big, and from clothes to toys to, sundry housewares, you name it, everything you can imagine. And I used to love and put my little wish list together. Obviously as a little girl, it was, oh, I like that dress or I like that toy. Um, but I looked at it from a perspective of, oh, when I grow up, I'm going to have pretty curtains in my house like that, or I'm going to have a table and chairs that are decorated with candles for the holiday like that. So it really was like this wish book of not just where you're at in that time, but to be able to think, what do you want your world to look like, later in there. So, you guys type in the Facebook page or type in the chat what your favorite shopping experience was, or your favorite holiday experience was as well, in growing up. Because ultimately what we want to do is we want to create an experience for our clients coming into the salon. And, it's been hard. It's been hard over the last couple of years because we've really had to drive our business based on service. Clients, we were all shut down for a certain length of time, and clients then became very demanding. And when they all came flooding back, it was very service driven. And a lot of us we had, or we felt like we just couldn't put the attention because Amazon has it or Ulta has it, or need to be doing that. But as we needed to support small businesses because small businesses were not doing well and struggling to survive. And we realized that our business as salons was really critically important, and critically important to the point where now we have to start looking at, if they're coming in for services, what else can we offer them? And now around the holidays, I'm going to give you guys some ideas of some of the things that we're offering in our salon. But it's not going to look like a Black Friday, image like this, but it still can be a festive experience for them. But, first we have to think like consumers. Okay, what is it that appeals to us when we are out holiday shopping? What is it that appeals to us when we want to find certain things as a consumer? And then second, we need to sell and profit like savvy business entrepreneurs. We need to prepare to be able to, accept money from our clients. And, even though there's inflation is high right now, so we're not in a recession. People haven't been spending that much money over the last couple of years on eating out and traveling, and maybe they would normally spend money on. So how can we encourage them to come into our business and shop small, support the community, but support our business as well? And what are some things we can offer them? So as consumers, you guys, we know, right, that we've adapted to online learning. And I know you're questioning, probably thinking, well, how am I going to compete? And how you compete is, by just having things available when they're in there having their hair done. Now, I know that there's other opportunities to get in online business, and those are things we're going to talk about next year, because I'm really aligning with a lot of these resources to be able to make us digitally savvy. Okay. Now, the pandemic forced us to shop online. We started to do everything online. And it's actually an evolution for our business if you look at it from that perspective. Our business cannot put a haircut into a to-go box and hand it to a client that's coming by to pick it up or have it delivered by DoorDash. The client literally does have to come in, and we have to create this experience for them. We have to provide this service for them. And if we're providing, then have them to keep coming back. We know that we can create more experiences for them. We know that we can start offering more things. We have an in real life customer, and nothing beats that. I think we've all discovered this. I mean, obviously programs in the past, and now I have handfuls of people that sign up for my programs today because we're over the online thing. We're not as connected to the online thing. But for, an online coach like me, speaker and trainer, it's a vital tool for me to be able to use. And it's a vital tool for you guys to be able to have resources to, especially when it comes to business education. Nothing's going to beat the hands-on education for your technical skill sets that you need to learn. But for business education, this is still an ideal opportunity here. But we have an in real life business, and we have to stop focusing on the competition that's out there, like in retail, because right now the supply and demand is in our favor. Okay. People need to come in and have their services done. People need to look their best. People want to look their best. We've all been like borderline depressed, I think, for 2 years. So people want to do things for themselves in order to make themselves feel good. And that's what our business is about. So now we have the opportunity to be able to upgrade, upsell, retail, all of these other things. And we have to really get back in the game. And my focus for 2022 is approach to in real life and digital branding. how to be able to get that digital branding. But I want to focus on holiday right now. So things to consider. We have an in real life customer that's showing up. We have an opportunity to not just provide a service, but to also provide some retail. And we have the opportunity to make it community driven, things that can help them to be able to grow, for you to be able to grow your business, things that have them feel good about spending money with you. Okay. All right. Now I want to share with you the framework, the SOMME framework, and this is the SOS framework, as I call it as well. And so that you guys kind of understand the direction that we're going to go with here. Now, Megan has put, up the link for you guys to download the workbook. So some of this is going to be homework for you to piece it together. And I'm telling you that even if it's not something that you're going to be doing for the holidays at this point, plan one thing for the holidays, and then maybe plan something else going into the new year so that you can take this strategy that I'm sharing with you and implement it here. So we're looking at this as kind of anchors for success. And the anchors for success are a few things here: sales, operation, mindset, marketing, and education. Okay. Sales, operation, mindset, marketing, and education. And we'll talk about each one of those. Kind of our anchors or our foundation. Then we can add speed, we can add more resources, we can add more technology, but we have to have these anchors in place in order to say that we are successfully integral, okay? That we have an integral business ready to grow and scale at this point. And then of course, with any small business today, people are showing up, people are wanting to do business with people that they want to see survive, that they want to support. So as small business, we have to be valued in our community. And the way that we're valued is when people know about us, when they understand what our brand is about, when they see the opportunities of wanting to choose us over maybe another competitor in our area, whether that's in services or whether that's in retail. People want to feel good about where they're investing their time and money today. And if in fact the economy does get worse, they're going to start getting really, really specific as to where they want to spend their money. So at this point, I want you guys to ask this question. I'm going to ask you this question and I want you to answer it here. What area is keeping you stuck in your business right now? Because if we look at this opportunity of saying sales, operation, mindset, marketing, education, one of them might be an area that you're not focusing enough time on. Maybe one is an area that you're just like, I'm too busy. Them need your attention, but a couple. Okay. So also on the Facebook page for those of you guys that are joining me live here. So download this workbook, because what's in the workbook is kind of the strategy plan that we're going to go through. So let's start with sales. Sales would be here's my blanket statement with sales. If you're not selling, you're not growing. Okay. If you're not selling, you're not growing. And people try to use and disguise the word sales into other things. Oh, we share, we educate, we provide type of thing. But when you can just be truthful about it, sales is what you need to be doing. So if you don't have a sales process in your salon, consider putting one together that you can teach and train your staff. Because then if you think about it, if you're a salon owner and you think about your staff and you think, are they selling upgrades? Are they comfortable with the pricing structures you have in place? Are they recommending retail and home care products to their clients on a regular and ongoing basis? And if they're not, then it means that they're not confident in selling. And we can put together that sales workbook. You're going to do a couple of things. Right now, I just want you to think of one thing that you are going to sell for the holidays. Okay. So it might be a pre-pack and you've got them coming in and they're boxed up and they're already kind of holiday and festive feeling. It might be that you do gift cards or gift certificates or online gift cards as part of your sales strategy to bring in extra funds. Okay. And it might be a combination of any of those things. But what I want you to do is I want you to write down in your workbook or on a piece of paper if you haven't had the chance to download the workbook, but definitely download it afterwards. Okay. So that you can use it as we can reference it as notes, but write down 2 or 3 things that you're going to want to put a focus on and sell going into the holidays here. Now, next week we have Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, or Shop Small Saturday. I think it's referenced as both. And then Monday is Cyber Monday. So there's where you want to start putting something together based on those 3 areas. Then once you get into December, you want to create other types of promotions, carry those ones on if you want to. Maybe it's not the same significant savings, but carry something on if you want to. So think about it like services. Maybe you want to do a service special, okay? I find that time because they're already booked and they already have very tight timelines with their client. Retention. Maybe you're thinking, maybe what we need to think about is not necessarily to talk about is pre-booking our clients in December, because the truth is we probably have our full clientele coming. Clients are all trying to get in and going to be in your salon within the next 6 weeks. Your ultimate goal might be maybe not trying to sell them retail, or it could be one of the things. Maybe it's getting them to pre-book their appointment for January. So you've got some locked in business already established going into the new year, okay? Retention. Maybe it's creating a referral opportunity. Maybe it's new clients, maybe it's upgrades, maybe it's catering to some VIPs in your salon, doing something special just for some VIPs. Whatever it is, it can be simple, okay? But think about what's most critical for you right now, all right? And then when you get to the sales page in your workbook, you're gonna just fill out one or two of these things, or if you're gonna be like really into it, fill out 5 things. Obviously for our salon, I've been planning this since August. I actually should have had this webinar in August, not in, middle of November at this point, but nobody would have shown up. Nobody would have shown up in August to talk about holidays here. But that's really when I started planning, okay? Now, we're gonna go into the second SOMME framework. Would be creating systems that you have in place. So leadership would be an operation. Your resources on your software would be an operation task, okay? Any booking, other apps and things that create confirmations, your website, having your website be active for you. These are all things that would fall under operations, okay? And sometimes when we look at this, we want to create the ultimate experience, but we have to plan out how that experience is going to happen. That would be considered then under operations. So in this area here, we say that if you can get systems in play, then what you're doing is you're managing systems and then leading people. And the leading people part comes with teaching them a sales process, teaching them how to market themselves better so that they're busy, and educating them on things that maybe they're not confident in, okay, which is all the rest of the strategy here. Prepare your team with a happy culture, an emotional intelligent leadership systems, and any other systems for success that can make things happen. You guys, systems would be the conversations that I see on these salon forums every day. Every day they're on these forums, and it's, I'm having a lot of no-shows. Clients are, canceling on me outside of my 24-hour notice. How do you guys put a credit card down and play in order to kind of accommodate? And teaching our clients how to, I want you to trail off of your sales piece. You're going to sell is, our holiday gift pack. So whatever manufacturer you do, like we have Goldwell, so we have some Dual Sense, and we have some Carasilk, and we have Orbe, and we have little gift packs that are holiday promos. So those are 3 things right there that we have on our shelves that we're going to sell, we're going to promote, and they offer savings when they come in these gift packs. So now we're able to give clients some kind of a discount as well. But in order to do that, I have to have some operations things set up. So I need to make sure that they're in the system. I need to make sure that they're priced properly. I need to make sure that I have enough inventory if I'm going to be promoting this, that I've got the inventory to be able to sell it through. Okay. I need to make sure my team knows what the promotions are. Okay. And I need to make sure that I'm letting my clients know what the promotions are, which would fall into marketing, which we're going to get to here. Now, in the middle of this, when you decide on sales and you understand the operation process, what happens to most of us is we end up in that middle space, that gray area that says, okay, and we plan we're going to have certain things, and then our mindset kicks in. I don't have time to market. My stylist probably defeating conversation of what's happening here, and we don't follow through with our plan. So in the middle of this is called mindset. And at mindset, here's what I want you to ask you. Why is this important for you to do? Why is it important for you to have increased holiday sales? What may get in the way of you completing this? Who can help you get this underway and help you complete it? Where's their resistance in their plan? Okay, in your plan. Okay, so is there resistance from your team? Is there resistance from you? And when are you going to commit time on your calendar to be able to complete this project so that you can have these increased sales for the holiday? And then I want you to think about how it will feel after it's all done and you've achieved some level of success. Okay, So that's how sometimes we get our mindset. Sometimes we have to be able to think, begin with the end in mind, and then work back all those things that keep us stuck and stop us from being able to have the success that we really want here. Okay. So in the mindset, I want you to ask questions of yourself, and I want these questions to be like holiday stuff. What can I do that might change my attitude today? When do I need to make sure that these things are out by? Where are we going to, house this stuff? Where are we going to decorate instead? How am I going to get this information out to my clients so that they know these are things that we're offering at this time? Or how am I going to educate my staff to be able to share with the clients some of the offers that you have at this time? These would be the things I want you to write down in mindset. And these are the things I want you to take to heart, because these are the things that are going to challenge you to do this next step, all right, which is marketing. Now, I did a survey with quite a few salons over the last year, and I asked them, 5 questions around kind of the SOMME strategies here. And marketing came up inevitably always as the top thing that people don't spend enough time doing, don't know enough to do it, because I think we're all under this impression that we think marketing is social media. Okay. Now, social media is a tool under the marketing umbrella, but marketing has so much more flavors to it. Okay. Now, I define marketing as sales with a plan. So what you put on your sales page, now you just have to put a plan together of how you're going to sell it through so that you can be successful. Okay. That's it. And then I break it into 2 areas. So one would be external and the other one would be internal. So you are encouraging them to come into the salon, be aware of the promotions that you're offering, and encourage an increase in sales. So that would be external marketing. Internal marketing would look like this: how you display and merchandise it. I want you to think about what your salons see when they come in January, when they come in April or May or September. How can you make your salon look like a boutique? How can you create that environment and that atmosphere that really responds to people wanting to buy from you, because you've set it up as a very festive holiday feel environment, even if it's just your hair care products that you have, even if you're not bringing in other things. And I'll share some of those other things that we do as we kind of progress here. So displays and merchandising, signage in the salon, get the lucite frames and make some signs that you can put up in the salon to let people know that these things are on special, that these things have limited quantities, that these things have limited opportunities, that sense of urgency that you're creating. Make sure that your front desk is aware of everything so that they can help to sell through things. And of course, definitely provide your client, your stylist, with everything that you're pushing through in part of this marketing plan so that they can support the sales. Is sales with a soul. And branding is something unique that is how you want to be able to plan. We need to make sure that we're putting some branding elements into it. We need to make it relevant to them, which means we need to make it somewhat educational so that it entices them to say, I understand why I need this. You've answered a question or you've solved a problem that I have, and so I'm going to buy it. Branding can be something that's very community driven and newsworthy. And ultimately, branding is about you putting yourself out there a little bit, okay? Not just your products or your services or your company brand, but you. Because people do business with people, not businesses. So when they know who you are and they understand what you're about, they're more apt to want to buy from you and do business with you and refer you. Now, as I talked about before, we're really trying to, marketing is really trying to take and bridge that gap in this hybrid world of we're an in real life business with our services. Okay, they have to come in to have the services, but how I'm going to reach them is through URLs. They're going to go to my website. I'm going to be sending an email. I'm going to let them know how they can take advantage of 2022 for sure is to get this here. All right. So let's talk about the 6 P's of promotions. And this would be kind of like some marketing 101 and for you to put that plan together. This is going to help you to look at that sales strategy and say, oh, now I understand how I want to market these items. Okay. So from the first P, promotional is kind of like the direction you're going to go. So price off. Gift with purchase, value add, BOGO, buy one, get one, okay? BOGO sometimes could be buy one, get one free, buy one, get one half off, that type of thing. So these are kind of traditional promotional marketing things that you're seeing every day online. You're seeing them in the stores. You're seeing them definitely around the holiday times. Okay. So you have to decide, if you don't have pre-packs, holiday packs, or what you're going to be doing, are you going to be doing a price off? Are you going to be doing a gift with purchase? Are you going to do a value add? Or are you going to do a BOGO type of promotion? Now, we pretty much do all of those over the course of time during the holidays to create some diversity, to create some excitement, so that even if the client maybe already has their appointment booked and they see something that's on special that they like, they might still come in and want to buy it without having a service appointment in there. And then you have to be able to look at price off too, save dollars or percentages. So I want you to think about that from a $40. Saving $3, $5 doesn't sound like a lot, but when you can break that down, it's like a lot. So then you have to be able to kind of decide, am I saying it's a price off, or am I saying one of them is good? But think about which one appeals to the consumer's mind of seeing it as a better value. Now, the second P is price. Super savings, like on Black Friday. Okay, so we're going to do some super savings on Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, and Cyber Monday. Then from there, as we roll into December, we're going to do some other type of savings that maybe aren't as deep or discounted or time sensitive. Okay, longer term savings or maybe time-based savings. Okay, when you look at how you're doing price. And then of course, 3 would be packaging. Do you have some prepackaged deals that you have available to you? Are you going to customize some promotions? Is there some specialty packaging that you can put together and create your own? And even sometimes, fun little grab bags for clients this time of year, because we know that, I think we're all going to be getting together with family and friends, and maybe there'll be some white elephant parties or some, holiday parties that we need to kind of bring a gift to, or we're going to be going to some holiday events that we want to, bring something to the host that's doing the event. So, and anything that we offer in the salon, whether it's product or tools or brushes, those are all right. We know we're like kids in a candy store, and we're around it all the time. We know our clients are, and all those beauty products on Amazon wouldn't have, the sales that they do, and, diversion would not be a big deal. Consumers want beauty. Consumers want what we have to offer, and we have to believe that. So we have to believe that certainly if they can buy it from somebody else, they'll buy it from us. P number 4 is prestige. So this would be where maybe you're not offering a deep discount or a very valid promotion, but it's something very unique. Maybe it's only for a limited time. Maybe it's in a packaging or a box that can be reused for something else. So it's kind of a gift with purchase in a sense, but prestige would be, certainly a way to sell that. So I know that there's some high-end lines. Orbay is one of those high-end lines that they actually hire an artist every year to design the boxes that they put the product in. So the boxes in itself is like this prestigious, beautiful approach to the holiday promotions that they're offering, and a little bit of discount in there. Okay. But mainly it's like you're selling it on prestige. Okay. Number 5 is protection and philanthropy. And this would be internal causes, community causes, maybe, your favorite charity that you want to do money. Maybe you have an angel tree in your salon. Maybe items goes to feeding a family for Thanksgiving or feeding a family for Christmas or something like that. 10%. And maybe if they donate, they get a free sample, or maybe there's just a donation box, and they're not buying anything. They're just donating, and you give them a free sample for the donation. It's giving them an opportunity to try products. So maybe they'll buy them in the future. And then number 6 is personalized. Okay, maybe it's an exclusive list of clients that you're sending something to, VIP clients, new clients, certain type of personalization like that. So we do something with VIPs, and I'll share that with you shortly here. Okay. All right. So on the marketing page, you're going to look at what you want to sell. You're going to make sure that you have the operation pieces in play. You're going to check in on your mindset and go, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it. Even if I do one thing, one promotion, I'm going to do it. You're going to decide which area of the 6 Ps you're going to focus in on, okay, whether it's price off or prestige or whatever. And you're going to list then how you're going to market it internally and market it externally. So you're going to do a decorate around it. You're going to send out a social media post or maybe an email to your clients to let everybody know that this is available for them. Okay. All right, good. Here you guys, because we have some beautiful holiday decorations in our salon, and it does make a difference. Like the minute clients walk in, they're like, oh, I love all this. I love all this. And then we have lots of inventory and fun stuff for them to be able to purchase through. But sometimes, you guys, it can be as simple as going and buying. And maybe if you live in an area like me, I got pine cones right outside my door. Okay. So I could collect 30 pine cones just walking in my property here. But maybe it's just buying some pine cones if you don't have access to them and placing them around some of the promotions that you're doing. Okay. Look for ways to make it feel festive. Look for ways of being able to communicate. Check me out, come here, look at this, buy me. All right. Now, to get a little deeper into some marketing here, you guys, and I'm going to be real quick on this piece here, because this, I want you to know, when you sign up and you do a one-on-one call with me, a complimentary one-on-one call with me, which is an offer that I'll share with you how to be able to get to that. And actually, Megan's already put it up on here. The SOS Salon Coaching. .com. Go to SOS Salon Coaching.strategy session. Okay. This would be what we're going to talk about in the free strategy session. We're going to talk about how to take those marketing pieces, whatever you decide to sound, but we're going to make sure that we can market them out there, because this is where I want you to see the success. It's one thing if you bought it from the distributor. It's another thing if at the end of this season here, you've sold it all through. And ultimately, that's what we want to be able to offer you. So you can set up the free session with me, and I'm going to help you with the marketing stuff. All right. Because this is the part that I understand. We don't have time. We don't have the resources. Okay. We're not used to doing this on a regular and ongoing basis. Okay. We're not sitting behind a computer all day making kind of marketing happen. But I want to show you some really easy and simple techniques that you can start doing consistently in order to start building your brand, creating an identity in your community so that you're chosen first. And what we also know that's happening right now is we have a very low supply of quality people out there that can work for us. All right. So whether it's your front desk or whether it's licensed cosmetologists or estheticians or massage therapists or whatever your business is, lash, estheticians, we know there's a shortage of people out there. So this is why we need to make sure that our marketing and branding is, because we're not going to find new staff unless we have a strong brand, a strong digital URL presence. Okay. Right. We have to be able to start look worthy of new clients. We're not going to be able to offer the prices that we should be charging for the services that we're doing, because I know most of you are undercharging based on everything we're spending money on today. Okay. Or you haven't raised your prices in a while. We're not going to be able to charge the prices if we don't have a strong brand image. So this is the area of the greatest opportunity here. Yep. It's easy to do around the holidays. We can throw some pine cones on a shelf and send out an email. But now what I want you to think about is how you do this all year long consistently. Okay. And that leads us to our final SOMME strategy here, which is education. What don't you know that you need to learn? What resources could help you to keep things simple, but yet consistent for you? What do you know that you need to teach? So whether it's teaching your front desk, teaching your staff, to be able to help support all of this sell through that you're aiming for, because at the end of this season, you should have increased your sales. You should have more profit in the last 6 weeks. If we know that none from like next week, or actually this week, because Black Friday end of the year, $9 billion is being spent. Now, why are you not getting a piece of that pie? Because you're not planning for it. You don't have a strategy in place that's going to help to support the sales for those to come in. All right. Okay. So you need to then figure out, what do you need to learn? I'm here to teach. Again, the homework for the workbook is you're going to go through these 5 different strategies. Okay. Sales, operation, mindset, marketing, and education. The one area, you set up a free complimentary call with me, and I promise that we'll get down and dirty into the marketing area so that I can help you have the success that you might need. Of course, we can touch on all of it, but I find that most of my customers are really looking for support in the area of marketing. Okay, so let's talk beyond this workshop here. You can set up the free session. I see that I have a spell check here. So whether it's now for the holidays, I know you guys are busy. I know this is a critical time of year for you to be really focused on clients, but I'm offering a 1-hour session for you, and we're going to talk about this strategy, and I'm going to help you to be able to get the marketing done. I'm doing an early Black Friday special. So if you do book with me, in the next couple of weeks. It doesn't have to be before Black Friday for you. Maybe it's, you want to set things up for December here. If you do a free 1-hour session, I'm going to help, and I'm going to teach you how you can build your own social media posts that will look fabulous. We have prizes for anybody that's shown up today after we get done with all this. Okay, so now we've gone through the strategy. I think you guys now see what the homework is that you need to do. Let me talk about some of the ideas and some of the things that we're doing in our salon to give you a sense of, okay, well, how do I do this? Or what do I do next? Gift card is a huge business. So we start a gift card promotion where we offer 10% off. So if somebody's buying a $100 gift card, they're only spending $90 on it. We enhance, and we run that all the way through the end of the year in a sense. But for Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, and Cyber Monday, not only are they going to save 10%, but they're going to get a free gift from us. Okay. Now I got some free gifts that we were able to solicit from our manufacturers. These are things that we used our points for, or they kind of bumped it up and gave us some as well, so that we could offer these free gifts to the client. So they have like a value of like $15, $20. They're a nice little gift pack that we're going to be able to give to clients, any client that buys a gift card on these particular days here. Now we have clients that are like, when are you guys putting your gift cards on sale? And they love giving them as gifts, but you know what they also like? Because they know that we're going to raise our prices. They know that we have a level system in the salon and that their stylist is going to probably go to another pricing level soon, because it helps them to save 10% on things they're already spending money on. And who doesn't want that, right? Who doesn't want that? Is scratch cards. Okay, so I know you guys have all probably been to Kohl's. And in Kohl's card, and I'm like, yeah, I want a scratch card. And I'm hoping for like a 20 or 30% off. Maybe it's only 15% that I scratch off, but I love it. I mean, it's like, boom, right then and there, I can save 15% on what I'm buying. So we do these scratch cards 3 or 4 times a year. Okay. So we just got done with the scratch card promotion for Halloween. All right. And the link to these, you guys, are part of my brand resources, which I'm going to give you in the next slide coming up here is going to have the brand resource link so that you can buy these. Okay. They're very reasonable. You got to put a little bit of work into them. They come with the little scratch sticker. Okay. So you can write in the little circle, or you can buy the Avery labels, 1-inch labels, and you can print out the labels, stick the label on there, put then the sparkly sticker on there, and then give your clients a coin or have some coin that's in the front, and then they scratch it off for savings. So we do, get a free gift, save 10%, buy 2, save 20%, buy 3, save 30%. We do all different kinds of promotions like that, depending on the time of the year. We've got new ones coming in for the holiday that'll look more like this. Okay. Clients, the minute that they check in, they scratch it off. You make sure you tell us that you got, so that she can recommend some products for you. So we're creating a sales process, because we have a marketing plan, a marketing strategy. It was a customer appreciation week. We used to do it just on a day, but we are doing a customer appreciation week now, which means that I'm going to offer certain promotions on certain days, little incentives each and every day. But on one day of the week, we do 20% off of everything. And we let clients know that in advance. And we sell $15,000, $20,000, $18,000 in one day based on that. Okay. So moving through some inventory, getting clients excited. This is one of the other things that I do. This takes a little bit more time, but we offer beautiful candles each and every year. So we have the Himalayan candles and the Voluspa candles, as well as some Goldwell promotions and Orbe promotions type of thing. And I put together a holiday gift guide for our clients each year. It's just a PDF document that I put together in Canva, another resource that I'm going to share with you here just in a minute. And we send this out to our VIB clients a week before any other client gets access to this products that they want. And we kind of reserve them, and then they come in and they pick them up and pay for them. We don't ship them. They don't buy them online in a sense. They just, okay. I don't want to be in the shipping business at this point. I want to stay in my lane of what we want to do, but because we're very, we're in a community that obviously they're still coming to us. They're not driving out of their way. They're right there. So, they're driving by most likely the salon at some point, that they get excited about the things that we offer annually. And they're great gift ideas. So for themselves and for them to be giving to other people, they'll come in and spend hundreds of dollars on candles. Okay. And then along the way, we're selling a lot of our gift packs that the manufacturers offer, because there's savings in there. So like, these you're saving 30%. The Carasilk ones, you're saving 54% based on some free gifts that we're giving. These are ideas that we're doing. Okay. So I place it on the website. I send out an email. They have the opportunity to look at the PDF, go to the website and look at the PDF and make their selections and come in. Okay. Now, a lot of these resources that I just shared with you are here on this link here. So if you go to my website, bonniebonadeo.com, and you do brand me marketing resource, dash in between each word, brand me marketing resources, you'll find an entire page with the scratch cards on there, with social media posts on there, pre-made social media posts that are the resources are on there for you. Check that out. And I'm gonna type that in here too. So, because I think Megan might be preoccupied in a second, but I'm gonna type it into the chat. And then Megan, I'll have you type it into the Facebook page so that people can check out the resources that I have talked about here and buy them and use them and have fun with them. Okay, there we go. Brand me marketing resources. Okay, perfect. There's that. Now, your one-on-one call. Okay, you can go directly into my calendar here, soscoachme.com, or you can go with the link that Megan has shared, which is SOS coaching, sossaloncoaching.com. So you can go to the webpage, sossaloncoaching.com, or you can go directly into my calendar here, SOS coaching me or soscoachme.com. Book it now. Okay. Even if you want to book it going into January, I'm open to that, you guys. I think I just sent that to just Megan here. Hold on, you guys. Hang with me, please. I want to send it to everybody. Perfect. Okay, there. Now it's to everybody. Book it. Book it now. Well, we can talk now if you want to talk holiday. Book it in January because you want to start saying, Bonnie, I need help with my brand. I need help with the digital marketing. So you guys, my brand me agency, I help with websites. I help with graphic design. I help with teaching you how to be able to do these things, social media, virtual assistants. Okay. All of those things fall under my brand me agency. So if I'm not the expert in it, I'm going to refer you to the expert that's going to be able to help you get your brand and your marketing totally on point so that you can continue to get the clients that you need to survive and you can continue to get the staff that you need to thrive. All right. And the program that I have called Thrive Over Survive is going to be launching at the first of the year as well. And it's a 12-week program. And we go through all of the strategies, but mainly focus in on how to do some of the marketing stuff. And what we do is we put together a 6-week program that you guys are going to launch. You're going to learn it. You're going to launch it. It's going to be 6 weeks. And then we launch another 6-week program in that 12-week course so that now you've got 2 things under your belt of how to be able to do some good marketing and some consistent marketing. And then you can stay with me and continue on with just a traditional coaching program from there. Or you learned enough to be able to say, now I can kind of take this on as a DIY. I can take it on myself. Or it's like, no, Bonnie, I want to hang out with you a little bit more. I want to do it with you. And then I have some clients that are like, Bonnie, I just need strategies that we can focus on. That if you're live with me, this is the page that you're on. And you know what? I'm going to go check in with you guys because I'm sorry, I haven't even had a chance to check. Ashley, hi, how are you? Perfect. I love that you're sharing it. I look forward to seeing you this week at the salon. Ashley is our wonderful Orbe rep and a big supporter of not just what we're doing in the salon and helping us to be successful in there. You guys rely, these are great resources. Your manufacturer reps and salespeople are great resources for you. Take advantage of them. All right. But Ashley is also very supportive to the coaching and the training that I offer, a big supporter of that. And so thank you for that, Ashley. I appreciate it because I'm going to continue to do more education, free support in there. All right. So looks like we're good. Access to oops, sorry. That was me talking from there. Looks like everything is good. I don't see any questions at this point. And you guys, so with that, I'm going to close this out. But you're going to get an email from me. So do check in with your emails, make sure they're not going into spam. There's lots of issues right now with, email programs that emails are not getting to people, like Yahoo ones are just somehow not getting to any, for sure, because it seems like there's some ongoing issues that have been happening over the last 6-8 weeks with a lot of CRM, customer relation management. And with that, these are the resources that I want to be able to share with you guys. But if you have questions, you know how to find me. Okay, you can tap in on the group and you can ask a question based on the video that is going to be in there right now. You can set up your one-on-one appointment with me. You can send me a Facebook or an Instagram message as well if you have specific questions on anything. I am your resource to be able to go from surviving to thriving. All right, I am your resource. So I hope that you'll join me after the first of the year as well. But in the meantime, have a fabulous holiday season. Get your strategy plan together and make some money. That $9 billion, you deserve some of that. Make it happen. Here's how you guys can find me. Follow me on Instagram at Bonnie Bonadeo, Facebook at Bonnie Bonadeo Coach, and of course the group, SOS Small Biz Success Group. All right. Okay, good. All right. Thank you guys for being with me today. And then, join me every Wednesday. I do a podcast. It lands pretty much anywhere. Spotify, Wednesday, a podcast drops. And again, we talk about this SOS strategies and I break down opportunities as well. So thanks for joining. Hopefully I'll see you at the first of the year.